literally, that's the path that we're all supposed to be on, is enlightenment. And we're blocked by all these things going on in social media, real life.
Right. Is that by design, do you think?
Yes. I think we're supposed to be knocked off.
Well, I think
track.
we're not supposed to think. We're supposed to fall in line. Like, I guess saying what you said in another way.
I always hoped for, like, a downfall, like, of the society.
Really? Wow.
Because I just feel like wouldn't that make things so much easier? Imagine if we just all lost everything. Then money wouldn't even matter at that point. It would be like bartering and, like, surviving, basically.
You're talking like road warrior scenarios, which is not an easy life.
I'm sure it's not. But I think sometimes stuff like that needs to happen. I mean, I'm thinking
it does.
Much nicer, you know, God, if it were up to God, they would just wipe us the fuck out with the way things are going. But I mean, I feel like
I prefer gods.
Yes, yeah. God always knows.
But you know, every great society risen and then all of them have fallen. All of them.
We are so stressed out, depressed, anxiety. So many things are happening because of the way we have to live nowadays. We can't even take time to just breathe and relax and not worry about rent and bills and fucking whatever. Right. There's so many different stressors because of, we have to pay for fucking water. Like, there's things that are free on this earth that are given to us.
Electricity is free.
Electricity, everything.
Yeah.
But we're paying for it. We're working to pay to be buried in the ground to constrict us from even our soul, like, being released into the universe. You know, we're confined into one box.
Right.
And it's so unfortunate. So
that falls into a conspiracy theory, how we're enslaved by this.
And it follows us to the grave. I'm not going to be buried in a casket. I will
be burned.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Cremation.
But it even just goes as far as there. And then guess what? Your family has to pay property taxes on where you're at.
Death. Oh, yeah. Because you're buying real estate to bury your butt. Yeah. And then a funeral's like $10,000 at the minimum.
That's crazy.
You know, casket. But it's a trained condition, like, we have to do the right thing. Bury them in a nice casket. Next to my mother or whatever. And,
I don't even want a funeral. I don't even want anyone to know that anything happened.
I have it's always been in me, like, if I get sick or I'm going to die, it's like the cat goes under the house and dies. You come in alone, you go out alone.
Yes, that's how I've always felt.
But interesting from the Trump situation to conspiracy. Well, it was conspiracy theories, and we're hitting on that point for sure. But I mean, the conspiracy theory is we're like a trained animal, you know, just do this, you're fine. Work, play a little bit, keep working, die, you're done.
I don't want to forget this. Okay, so then there's theories of things that have to be done in light. They have to be done in front of the public. People have to know, right? So people are trying to tie in biblical stuff with what happened to Trump.
Right.
So is it all just a show? Was it all planned for him to get nicked on the right ear? That way it plays into this bigger picture, and they're really doing magic before our fucking eyes. Like, little do we know.
It could have been like a ritual. Right?
A ritual.
Like Kill the King kind of ritual, which was the big...
But he didn't go down.
He fucked up the ritual. Interesting. Yeah. I think there is a Kill the King ritual. I gotta look it up, but I've heard of it before.
Well, somebody died, and
well, with
at
Kennedy,
the end of the day, I mean, the ritual may have still
done
worked.
Its purpose.
Yeah, because a male died, an innocent.
True, they did take a life.
They took a life.
Blood was spilled.
Blood was spilled. It didn't have to be a lot. I don't think it matters a drop or a million people. I think it just got to be a drop.
Well, going back to Kill the King ritual, in the Kennedy assassination in Texas, that was supposedly a Kill the King ritual, which there was something to do with threes a bunch of numerology kind of things, and it's something to look up. The Kill the King ritual of the Kennedy assassination. And perhaps that's what the idea was for the Trump thing.
You know what?
Because
We're gonna
that's
have to start bringing this shit back. We should watch our own little, or have our own little research party on
Rituals?
not rituals, conspiracy theories right now.
Oh yeah, well, we're touching
Or like,
on.
yeah.
I mean, the Kill the King was conspiracy theory
Yeah.
to a lot of people, but to people who know the occult stuff, that's a big ceremony. It's like the Whore of Babylon, which Aleister Crowley, L. Ron Hubbard, and I forget the name, the guy that started JPL, they supposedly did that ritual in Pasadena or in the desert, and it's to bring the Antichrist to fruition, to activate the Antichrist. And maybe they succeeded, and that's why we're going through this kind of crap now, which they tried like, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago. So that's another conspiracy theory, but that falls into a darker category, I guess. Not sure.
Well, we can explore that.
Oh yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah. Anyway, I believe.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, I was going to say that. And don't forget to subscribe and to like.